Hey, welcome to the Uplift Jazz Show. I'm jazz saxophonist Tony Craddock Jr. On the last episode, we talked about my music label, Cold Front Music, and how it embodies my love for both music and weather. And on today, we're going to dig into my song 1102 Bradfield Hall, which is the classroom where I took a lot of my meteorology classes in college, and going to share some of the life lessons I learned from that classroom and hope that they will benefit and bless you as well. One of the premier features at my live shows at concerts and festivals, I have inspirational interludes where I share uplifting messages because I want to help you beyond the melodies. In addition to relaxing and uplifting music, I also want to give you some tangible messages of inspiration and hope that can help you navigate life well. So today I'm going to share one of those inspirational interludes from a show that I had at Bethesda Theater here in the DMV. I'm going to share that clip to kind of give you some more context for 1102 Bradfield Hall. And then we'll come back and I'm going to give you 3 pointers that kind of summarize what was in that interlude that I hope will benefit and bless you. So see you back in a second. So the next song I'm going to play is very special to me. It's named after a classroom where I spent 4 years working tirelessly to earn a degree in meteorology. It's entitled 1102 Bradfield Hall. Now, there's a few things you need to know about 1102 Bradfield Hall. It's the tallest point on Cornell's campus. I attended Cornell University. Now, Cornell sits on a hill in Ithaca, New York, so it was essentially the tallest point in the city of Ithaca. Sometimes after class, I would just stare out the window. And it was sort of a mountaintop experience because you're at the highest point. You're seeing all of God's glory. You're seeing the lakes, the mountains, the trees, the sky is beautiful. But it was kind of paradoxical because sometimes I would look downtown about a mile and it could be clear conditions on campus, but there would be rain or snow downtown. And it was kind of reflective of what I was going through in college because somehow college was the best 4 years of my life, but it was also the most challenging years of my life as well. So it was like I had a storm, a valley experience, and a mountaintop experience happening simultaneously. And I learned something from that. I learned that in Bradfield Hall, I could see the entire city. So even though I thought my circumstances were just stormy downtown, Bradfield Hall reminded me that everything was okay, God had my back. And that's what we need to realize. So it taught me that you can be in the valley, but as long as you look up, you know where your help comes from. You know your sense of purpose. You have your values, your beliefs, the convictions. You can be in the valley, but still have a mountaintop mindset. So we present to you 1102 Bradfield Hall. Hey, hopefully you enjoyed that interlude. So the first lesson that I take from that is the importance of nature, spending time in nature. Now, 1102 Bradfield Hall, it's a classroom, so it's indoors, but the windows in the classroom gave me a skyline view of the city of Ithaca and also the entire campus. So I felt very much connected to nature looking out the windows, and it always had a very calming and relaxing effect on me. It was a very stressful environment. Cornell was very rigorous. It was surely rigorous taking more calculus and physics and computer science than I ever wanted to, but it helped me endure that. And to kind of go on to amplify the importance of nature, I found this quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that says, "Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience." And in general, when you think about the challenges that we face, more times than not, they're connected to a lack of patience or an issue with time not functioning the way we want it to function. And I think in general, any challenge we're facing, patience is a virtue and patience can only help you. So as a means of having patience, nature can be a way of doing that, or spending time in nature can be a vehicle to doing that. So spend some time in nature. Before I go on to share the next 2 points, I want to give you some music. I'm going to play about 2 minutes of 1102 Bradfield Hall on my soprano sax, let you check out the song, and then we're going to close it out with those last 2 points. The second point I want to share is the importance of elevation. I talked about having the skyline view of the city and of the campus, and that elevation translated into me having an elevated perspective, being able to see the big picture and zoom out from worrying about the next exam and, this, that, and the other, and understanding that the big picture is I'm living my dream. I'm working towards my goal of getting a degree in the field that I love, meteorology. So elevation. And by the way, I have a song titled Elevation that you can check out. We'll discuss the song Elevation on another episode, but just want to point out that I do have a song titled Elevation. Third point is connected to elevation, and it's having a mountaintop mindset. And I mentioned that specifically in the interlude, but as the two relate to one another, I want to share that it is very much possible to have a big picture perspective and to have a bad attitude at the same time. So the mountaintop mindset is having the right attitude. And one of my favorite authors, John C. Maxwell, he says your attitude determines your altitude. So have that right mindset, have the right attitude, and don't allow your circumstances to dictate your attitude. In actuality, if you have the right attitude combined with some patience, you'll find that over time, your circumstances actually will probably start to change and match your mindset. So hopefully all those points help you. If you want to listen to the full version of 1102 Bradfield Hall, you can check it out right here on my channel, or you can check it out on whatever streaming platform you listen to music on. And if you still like listening to CDs, you can go over to my website, www.tonycraddockjr.com, and order a signed copy. I'll autograph it out, especially to you. So thanks for joining me on this episode. And until next time, stay uplifted.